How is everybody doing today? Hopefully, audio sync okay. And that what's up, you guys? At work here, everything live. It looks like Twitch is working. You guys want to follow me on Twitch? Feel free to follow me on Twitch. We have 350 followers over there. Yesterday's stream was actually not that bad. Last night and the morning, I think both streams were great. Besides the fact that I got demonetized for the second stream because of the video that I was watching was my video, but I didn't copyright claim it. So I don't know. But I ended up changing the title of the video after the first day to basically get the clicks. We had 12% click-through rate, so it's not bad at all on that video. So if you're not familiar with what video, I made a burn video to talk about Shiba Inu, obviously, and going from there. And it got about 10,000 views in the first day, first few hours. So that's good to see that. Obviously, I want to see it keep going, and we should have a decent amount of money that we're able to burn off. Oh, it actually got 12,000 views. So that's good. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got 35 people here, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I will be completely honest with you guys. So here we go. Here's the information right behind me. You're going to see 12,000 views that it gained. We don't have any revenue yet. So I will let you know exactly when we do have revenue. We should have revenue tomorrow to see what that ends up getting. But it should be around $10 per 1,000 views that we'll be able to burn off. So it's not going to be a bad move. Now, we are going to have to factor in, as we do see it creep higher and higher throughout the month. Hopefully it gets to 100,000 views, 200,000 views, whatever it is. We are going to have to factor in taxes, because I don't want to have to pay taxes, like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars in taxes extra, because then the point of the burn video is the fact that I'm not spending money, you're not spending money. We're just being able to generate whatever money we can throughout this video. So it should be great. Mr. Beast burn, make it a thing. I don't know if that will be a thing. To burn Shiba Inu. I'm sure he's invested in a lot of different cryptocurrencies. He seems like the person that will just, obviously he throws money around, but he seems like the person that will throw money into different investments to see what they are going to be and make money off those investments. He seems like one of those people that will probably set it and forget it, because you do have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, right? And yes, he puts hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars into his videos, but I think he also invests a lot. Morning, fam. Don't know if you remember, I helped you with the name, not financial advice. I don't remember. I'm horrible with names, but thank you for that. You know, I like the name, not financial advice, with Matthew Perry. I am gonna bring out a shirt that says not financial advice, probably in the same letter format as we have for the Profits apparel, however you want to call it. And I think that is just a really good font. Erica really likes that font, and it fits well. Be right back. Thought the call into work. I'm 100% sick. Or I thought you were making a joke saying you were 100% sick. But what up, Matt? We can get there faster if everybody who invested in Shiba Inu just sit down and watch the video. Yeah, I think that's true. It's that's where it ends up being, difficult to take in. It's like, how much do people support Shiba Inu? If you really support Shiba Inu, then it should be a point to where, hey, you know what? I'm going to watch this video. But the issue is that it's not going out to everybody. If everybody knows about the video and 1 million people watch it 10 times a month, right? We're going to burn off, that's 10 million views, right, off of that. And that would, let's say, it would equal somewhere around what, $100,000, $100,000 that you would burn off per month with 10 million views that you would have. And that's just a roundabout number. Who knows if the CPM or the RPM will actually be a little bit higher. So to burn off $100,000 every single month, obviously minus taxes, so it would most likely be 60,000. That's 60,000 that we would have never burned off, anyways. So uh, it just makes sense to have something like that. But the problem is that we don't have enough traction. We don't have enough people um, that are going to see the video because it doesn't get pushed out to many people. Uh, Good evening from Hong Kong. Watched the burn video a few times. Well, thank you. That's great. Did you get any ads during, or do you have YouTube Premium? I'm thrice vaccinated, so I hope not. What up, Matt? Get there. Oh, I read that already. Jokingly said financial advice with Matthew Perry. I think it's a great name. Not financial advice with Matthew Perry. I'm holding 1.2 billion and still buying. Yeah, see, I won't get up to that point. The more you have, the shorter your timeline is. So I feel like you're going to be one of those people that sees it get up to halfway to a penny, and you're going to gain a ton out of it, and you're probably going to sell a good portion of it. And it just shortens your timeline. The more you have, it shortens your timeline. That's what it's all about. And, you can look at some of these like day traders or swing traders. It's every single instance, whether you have an investment here or there, it does shorten your timeline, because I can give you a timeline saying that this is going to happen in a month, right? Something's going to move $1 in a month, and you're like, all right, well, I would have invested $5,000, but I'm going to invest 10, because that's going to shorten my timeline and what I want to gain. So I want to gain whatever out of it. Let's say $5,000 out of it. Um, you know, you basically have 5,000 shares, so you wanted to gain $1 out of it. So now you invest $10,000. It moves $1. So in order to get $5,000 out of it, it has to move halfway there. So um, is ACH making a move? I didn't even know ACH was making a move. Oh, it's up 1%. ACH token is making a move. It's up 1% from what I'm seeing, 1.5%. I can refresh. I have ACH in my portfolio. I have 10,000 coins of it. And yeah, it's not making a move right now. I don't know where that's coming from. My boss has a message on his phone that says he's not accepting calls right now. Of course. Yes, ads showed up in the middle of the video. All right, perfect. That's what we want to see, because obviously we get paid by the ads. So in order to actually have that go through, uh, you know, it will be great to have as many ads as you can, and having people watch as much as they can as well. Like if we go through the YouTube analytics, let me see, reach engagement, right, as a 12% quick click-through rate, so people are clicking through it. You have 62,000 impressions, but you have 12% click-through rate. I would like to see a lot more, but you're not going to have everybody that sees it, and they count everything. So like, say if you're scrolling through a bunch of things and it shows up, that's something that would count under that level if they clicked on it or not. So it's 12% click through rate. We're seeing most of the information, most of the traffic come from the browse feature. So people are browsing for it. YouTube search. You're also seeing suggested videos. Some external traffic is coming from Facebook. So people are sharing it on Facebook. So there's a lot of information that, they tell me in this information here, but I would just love to see a ton come from suggested videos, or was it YouTube Home or something like that? Because right now I know it's not being pushed by YouTube. The traffic is coming from people browsing and finding it and all that stuff. So yeah, I do want to understand what the average view duration is. 4 minutes. The total video I think is like 13 or 12 minutes. Here, I want this view duration to be a lot higher, because if the view duration is higher, then it gets pushed out to more people. So yeah. Anyways, have you tried going into Rumble? I haven't. Hey, subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Is it Strider? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be putting out. I don't know if you guys are enjoying the shorts videos. I'm gonna be putting out more shorts videos related to all types of investing content. I feel like I can get more educational content out. Today was very tough though. I had a video that ended up. I edited it. I can't say edited it, and it came to about a minute and 30 seconds or a minute and 20 seconds, and I needed to shave off 20 seconds of it. But everything that I had in that video, I felt like was important to the video, and I like those shorts. Thank you, thank you, Black Star. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully that's not too loud. Is that too loud? That's too loud. Oh wait, the desktop audio is not on, so it wasn't too loud. But I will turn it down a little bit because I feel like it's a little too much. Now's a good time to buy SHIB. Is now a good time to buy SHIB? I think, in my opinion, that anytime, really below that 4,000 and 3,000 mark is a good time to buy SHIB. And that's my opinion, right? I wouldn't say that you go out and invest all your money in that point, right? I have right now a decent amount of money that I have available. I'm going to invest 350 this morning, and I want to do it right in front of you, and I will do it right in front of you. Thank you for subscribing. Somebody subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I cannot read that, but thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Let's see. Big sub to you, man. Thank you for the educational content every day. I've learned a lot. Well, that's great to hear. That's what I want to hear, is that people do learn things, because I understand that every day it seems like, you're making a video, and you get less and less energized and hyped up to make a video if it's always really the same thing, talking about Shiba Inu, AMC, or whatever. But I like the fact that I'm getting the questions and being able to engage and being able to educate people outside of just understanding Shiba Inu, right? There's other layers to this that we need to understand, is how cryptocurrency works, how a timeline will work for crypto. And Shiba Inu will show you that, and so will Bitcoin, and so will Ethereum, and so will so many other positions. Thank you for all your transparency. It really helps to show that that we are not watching a hook and line channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that as well. And I just try and do that. I try and be as transparent as possible, because I understand those people that uh, that want to keep everything to themselves, and it's great to keep everything to themselves, right? How much you're making, how much you actually hold, because sometimes people don't actually hold Shiba Inu or don't actually hold AMC, and they're telling you, hey, you buy this, and then it's always, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna show my investments or anything, and you can understand that I won't show my long-term investments, because it includes a lot of different things that are also outside of my control. It's more or less my family and all of that other stuff, and I don't want to put all that information out there. I'd rather keep the personal or the long-term investments separate and not even worry about it. Um, but yeah, I think the short-term investments and everything that you guys want to see, I will be as transparent as possible and let you guys know exactly what's going on. And I understand there's a lot of skepticism out there. It's like, hey, this person's not doing what they say they're going to do. I hope that this is real. I hope that they're going to burn what they say they're going to burn. Like, I mean, I'm creating the video, and the video is generating revenue. As long as I don't have to, as long as I cover the taxes on it, everything else can go to where it needs to go to. And I feel like this is the best way to do that. So can we expect 2 cents in 2022? Can we expect it? I mean, I would say no. The reason being is because we still have the unknown, right? You can have an instance to where they decide to burn off a hell of a lot, and then all of a sudden we decide to burn off a hell of a lot as well, while they're burning 50% or 70% or whatever. We don't know what this could be, right? We don't know what this. We know what it could be, but we don't know what it will be, because we still have all of these unknowns, all of these variables, and um, when I look into the overall project, I can say, all right, this is what they're thinking, but maybe that's not what they're thinking, right? Or this is what they're thinking, and maybe that's not what they're thinking, right? So it's tough to say whether it will hit 2 cents in 2022, but I would say if we were talking about chances that it would hit 2 cents in 2022, I would say you have a slim chance that it would, um, because I think they're going to take their time in, burning things if they are going to burn stuff. And if we have any say in doing it, if we have an ability to burn a lot and actually take control of all of this, um, I think burn a zero and burn a zero in 2022. I think we can burn a zero, definitely. Um, like basically be 0.0001. Yeah, I think we can definitely burn a zero. There's no doubt about it that I think we will um, find a way to find a new all-time high, break through these levels, see expectations kind of that we would have never thought, right? Over maybe even over $100 billion of a market cap. Probably not hold that level, but maybe over it, right? Because it still has the popularity. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Anybody that subscribes, it just means a lot. Anybody that hits that like button means a lot. What's your current position in Shiba Inu? I currently have 43.5 million in Shiba Inu. It's right behind me. I am going to buy more, so I'm buying $350 more today. So you know what? I might as well do that right now while we're on the screen. I said I was going to get up to 100 million, and I'm slowly making my way up to 100 yard down to 0.000326 right now, which means that if I buy 350, I'm going to get about 10.6 million that I'm buying right now. So place this order. Error. Order efficient funds. Oh, I don't have USDT. I have to get USDT. Ah, that sucks. Can I just get USD? Wait, I should be able to do it just from USD. Yeah, there we go. Hey, what the heck is going on? All right. Now, there we go. Boom. 350 bought. And how much did I actually buy? I have 54. Now I have 54.2 million. There we go. Now I have 54.2 million and I'm holding $1,700 worth. Finally was able to get hold of somebody. Well, perfect. That's good. Hopefully you're able to get off of work. Guys, we have 143 people here. Hit the like button if you can. It does help out quite a bit. How much time will it take to hit 1 cent? It could take a while. So I have a timeline for a level of, let's say, 5 to 10 years, right? I want to shorten that timeline because I think, halfway to $1 would be a great point to take a lot of profit for me and then leave a lot on the table. So I think this could be huge in a number of years, right? It could be something that actually sits well in price and not just well in the amount of gains. So if you held from then, which most likely people will not hold billions of coins from now until $1, I guarantee that there's not people that are going to hold that many coins because I think this is going to be strong somewhere around that $30 billion mark in the short term. In the long term, we're going to see cryptocurrency grow, and it might be strong around that level of 60 or $70 billion, right? That's where it will level out. So seeing that, if we can get to a level where we burn off literally 99% of the coins and get down to the tens of billions, right? There's not going to be people that hold billions of coins because by that time, you're going to see those people sell off quite a bit of their investment because that's how things work. It's not good to have your eyes on another man's pocket. Yeah, you're right. What's your current position? I said that. I don't think it's possible to reach 1 cent by 2030, but I put 4 million in a future. Yeah, I think again, I think it is. The reason why by 2030 is because I think we're going to see more and more things happen with Shiba as things come out of the news, as things get aren't as relevant, right, or aren't as popular. you're going to see that burn to make it popular. You're going to see that rise in the position, and you're going to see that slowly make its move. Now, that would be the smart way of them doing it to make sure this has longevity. But I think in order to make this as popular as it will be or can be, they need to burn this more aggressively throughout time. So there's a lot of coins out there, and the reason for holding Shiba Inu is not because of use case, not because of utility, because of the fact that people can gain so much with it, right? So you need to keep it in the news, you need to keep it popular, and that's what my thought is, right? If I was owning the cryptocurrency, if I was a developer, if I had a ton of stake into this, my net worth into this, then I would basically say, yeah, you know what? I need to keep it popular. I need to keep it relevant. It needs to be a part of every single transaction that we can be, whether it's in the metaverse, whether it's in gaming or whatever, for sure 1 cent by 2030. Yeah, I think it can definitely hit 1 cent by 2030. Um, like I said, there's a possibility. You never know what could happen. There's a possibility that it could hit 1 cent next year. You never know. You really never know. And um, it there's a strong possibility that we might not see it. So again, all the variables that take place, it's tough to say, but it's always great to have a little bit of skin in the game. And I'm not saying that you need to have everything in the game. Like there's people that have solely just all their money in Shiba Inu. You can see how diversified I am. Like I have money in Farmcoin. That's a good investment. OMG Network. I think that's a good investment. Krill. I think it's a good investment. Loopring. So I have money that's in multiple positions. And then I have 6% of my investment in Shiba Inu of my portfolio, or all my portfolios, I guess, or just this portfolio actually. 6% or 7% invest in the Shiba Inu, and it probably will be a little bit more. Let's say if it's 10%, that's still not everything, right? If I lose everything that's in Shiba Inu at the moment, then I lose everything that's in Shiba Inu. You only lose when you sell. So, in my opinion, as this does burn off coins, when they do decide to continue to burn off coins, since it is a burn coin, we're going to see this price increase. So, essentially, people are going to get out of the position. It's going to create lower lows. It's going to create other opportunities. And then you could possibly create a shorter timeline by buying into it. Uh, what? You guys think I should get it? That's funny. Not that funny, but no, just STDs. What is your wish, Shiba Inu, to reach in your mind? What is my wish, Shiba Inu, to reach in my mind? The end goal. So I wanted to do this basically to see uh, my where my thought process is for, let's say, a timeline to 2030, 2040, right? Or even 2050. So I actually want to hold 10 million of Shiba Inu, probably until about 2040 or 2045. And I know that's a while from now, and who knows what could happen. I could die, other people could take over. I might not be on YouTube anymore. Who really knows, right? I might have other investments that absolutely blow up, and Shiba Inu doesn't really truly matter at that point. I might have Shiba Inu make me $500,000, which that $500,000 makes me $5 million, and that $5 million makes me $10 million, right? That could be the case. And I might not care about what I gain out of Shiba Inu, but I'm thinking that Shiba Inu in the end could be something really, really big as long as we see cryptocurrency stay relevant, right? And this burn rate throughout 20 years could come down to a level to where we're seeing millions that are out there rather than trillions, rather than billions. And we could see a possibility of this, getting to a level. And I know that people are going to take this and say that's ridiculous, getting to a level to where it's comfortable around 10, 20, 30, 40, $100, as we do see more and more more and more coins that are burned off in the end, right? And again, we don't know what this will be. If they're going to burn off coins and create some sort of a rate, or we do it, it could be huge, right? It could be absolutely huge, just because of the potential that it has based on the coin that will be gone or lost. So that's my thought process throughout 20 years from now. But 5 to 10 years, maybe even less than that, I expect to see decent sized moves. And that's why I decided that I'm going to hold over 100 million coins, because I want to make moves with maybe the 100 million and then keep whatever's left, maybe 10, 20 million in there for whatever the hell happens, right? And that 10 or 20 million may only be worth, I don't know, $50 at, some lows that we see here. But as we see more and more coins burned off, we're going to those lows increase, right? That floor increase. So love your videos and appreciate your thoughts on investing. You've helped a lot of people learn and grow by saying integrity by click titles. Again, I didn't clickbait any titles. The only one that I might have had a sort of clickbait on was yesterday, and it was mainly to have a burn video. And now I did change that title because I guess it's maybe a little bit too strong with the breaking news. But I was talking about the possibility of burning 50% or 10%, so it's not really clickbait. It's just the breaking news part, right? Um, so this title, I bought more Shiba Inu coin, right? I bought $350 worth of Shiba Inu. So did not clickbait the title today. But yeah, I do appreciate you saying that and letting me know. I'm going to take all the criticism and integrity. Integrity. Maybe I noticed my mic was cutting out in that other video, in the burn video. So hopefully that's not happening now. But I might need to get another mic. Thank you, brother, for what you keep doing. Yeah, no problem. Hi, Matt. What do you think about VVS Finance? I'll look at one of those. So VVS Finance. VVS Finance currently has a 0.00005 cents. You are seeing million, billion, trillion. So whenever something has this much, I always want to say, like, I don't know if it has a burn rate with it, right? The total value, what you're seeing this at, the current market cap is at 114 million. There's always a way that a coin will find a way to get to the $1 billion mark. It seems like more often than not, they're getting to the $1 billion mark. So you can expect something decent size out of this, whether it's, them introducing the supply, right? If they continue to introduce the supply, that can push this up to a $1 billion market cap without actually doing anything to the price. However, you can also see the price increase, and see that level increase by 10x, right? So you're kind of rolling the dice here and wondering whether there is going to be more coins that are introduced, or whether you're going to see you're going to see a push of the price. Now, when you look at a lot of the markets that it's available on crypto.com. So it's a pretty popular exchange, but not available everywhere, right? So you're not going to see the amount of volume that you think you're going to see. It's good to see 6.5 million, because typically with things that have less, sources, less markets to actually buy it on, you're not going to see that much money. So especially with, this low of a price, you're not going to see that much money. That means that, billions are actually being, traded back and forth. And that's a good thing. You're seeing an increase in volume. However, again, you're rolling the dice with something like this and trying to wonder whether they're going to introduce coins, or whether the price will increase. It looks like it has potential, but again, it could also be, you know, taken out of the game there by adding on the circulating supply, or adding on to the circulating supply. You're the real deal, showing your portfolio, not like others keeping it up. We support you. Thanks again. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I will show you basically everything there. Also, we can go into my Coinbase Pro portfolio, or Coinbase portfolio. I did update the Discord group yesterday. I took money out of Cosmos at around 44. It did end up coming back, so I took 30 of my Cosmos. I had 60. I took 30 of it, and that's where I put that money over into Coinbase Pro to basically, fund some of the Shiba Inu investments. And I'm probably going to make some more as time goes on. buying more maybe tomorrow or the next day or the next day, right? You never really know exactly when you do plan on buying and when the low will actually happen. So yeah, 2 billion in the fund so far. When it hits 13 billion, it will be 1 cent coin with 20 billion supply. What? 2 billion in the fund so far. You mean this is more than 2 billion. This is 2 trillion. So this is 2.2 trillion that's actually in there so far. Because what you're looking at is you're looking at 2200 billion. So you're looking at 290 billion plus the 2 trillion. There's 2 trillion in the fund so far. And you're looking at a 114 million dollar market cap. If that's what you're talking about. I don't know if that's it. If maybe you're talking about something else. Oh, you're talking about liquidity pool. Okay. 220 people watching. Yes, hit the like button. We have 114 likes, so we're definitely getting more likes than we get. I really do appreciate everybody that does hit the like button, that does appreciate what I'm doing. Did you see my previous question? I did not. Let's see. This mic is cutting out also. Yeah, see, I'm gonna need another mic. I have a different mic, and I don't know why it's cutting in and out. I think it might be. I've had this for a while. Sorry that I touched it. I had this for a while, so that might be an issue. But I don't know if that's your previous question. Uh, Back. All right, so I don't want to close it down to members only. Not right now. Matt, what are your thoughts on HBAR? Um, I can't tell you that I have strong thoughts on HBAR. I think I looked at it in the past, but I hear people talking about it. And currently, you're looking at about an 18 billion supply, and you're looking at about a $5.8 billion market cap, seeing it at about 32 cents. It does show a history. If we go back, it shows a history of actually being up at one of these highs of 50 cents. And now you're seeing it, you did see it bounce off of about 22 cents before increasing up to a level, possibly creating a new high. It did resist hard away from this level of 32, and you're seeing it hover around this level of 32, which it could create another resistance or actually break through that level. And could create a double top there, which can actually show a downtrend as you do look into it. So if I'm looking strictly at the chart, I'm thinking that we might see a little bit of a resistance. I understand it did hold, up here in this level of 34 up to 32, actually bouncing off of 32, but then falling all the way down to 20. So it's tough to say, right? I think it could have future value. Obviously, seeing 5.8 billion, you're seeing it at a level to where it is in that average range for at least me. And I don't know what's going on with the supply, but you do still have a ton of supply that's actually out there that could be introduced. And that's something that I do not like because that brings the potential down a little bit. So, my opinion on it is that it has a little bit of potential. I would have to look into maybe the use case. I believe it is available on a lot of platforms, basically every platform, right? You have a ton, so you can have a ton of volume within this as well. $213 million worth of volume. Great. But again, right now we want to see it break through this level before we can actually see a continuation of that and maybe retest, 30, 32 here. Oh, so it is 32 already. That's already 32. It's broken past that level. This chart is just weird. Why is this chart so weird? So it has already broken through 32, which would be. I was going. Oh, you know what? I'm over here. That's why. So we needed to break through 35 and then break through a level of 45 or so before we can see a continuation of that. So that's what I'm looking for, is that break of 32. When do you think SHIB will hit a dollar, honest opinion. Like, what year do I think SHIB will hit a dollar? If I had to give a guess and say that, let's say they were deciding to do something big, with burning 30%, right? They burn 30% this year and see how it affects the market. And then they start to realize that we're going to burn per quarter, right? Or whatever they want to do. I think by 2025, we'll start to see real money. So cents to maybe even a little bit more than that. But then by I would say 2027 to 2030 is somewhere around where we will see that dollar resistance. So 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents is where we'll resist hard, where people decide to sell a lot of their position. And that's where we'll see all of that. But if things get more aggressive, it could be a shorter timeline. So that's what I'll say. I'll be a little bit conservative and say that it's like 8 years or 7 years or so that we could see that, or I guess 9 years. No, 8 years. I'm behind, I guess, or ahead. I don't know. What do you think about Wakanda Inu? I I don't think anything of it. Good morning. Any progress on Wonderland? Yeah, I haven't looked into Wonderland. I think actually I looked into it yesterday. Let me bring it up. Wonderland, I think, went down in price yesterday. I didn't update it. It did go back up because it was at like 2,600 and now it's at 2,800. So previously where it was 3,600, but now you obviously see it below that $3,000 mark. And currently I'm holding 1,044. So I'm still up on my investment. I'm holding 0.37 memory. And I'm just increasing the amount of memory that I'm holding. Whether this goes down to a dollar or whatever, I've currently been holding for. Let's see if I actually have a spreadsheet. So unhide all of this stuff. Unhide, not hide. So today is the 5th. So I've been holding for 23 days so far. And I'm currently up. Let's see, what's the amount? 1,044.59. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully that's a subscriber. But I'm currently up here. All right, let me figure this out. I'm currently up $194. So it did go down at its peak. I think I was up about 400 plus, 433, I think it was, or 443. But now I'm up $194. So currently I'm just waiting it out, waiting for that to make a move. So, well, thank you for subscribing. Hila, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing as well. There's so many subscribers. I appreciate all of you guys for subscribing. Just buy 5,000 a week in 2025. $5,000 a week or 5,000 Shiba Inu a week until 2025. Oh wait, I missed it. You said this is my previous question. This is my previous question. If a coin creator ends up burning a lot of coins later, why don't they just start with a lower supply? So why don't they just start with a lower supply? Like you're saying, like the coin creator. The issue is that gaining popularity, I think, with more coins is a lot easier because you're creating a lower price that a lot of people can get to, right? If you start with 100,000 supply, as liquidity is built, as you do see the movement in the price, how many people buy it, how many people are holding it, all of that stuff, the price goes up quite a bit. It starts at a higher price and it ends at a higher price. So seeing where the coin is now and being able to burn off coins, right? Coins that you may have already had in your wallet. I mean, they would physically have to purchase it and burn off the coins in order to support where this actually goes. So I would imagine they don't want to spend the money doing that because all of the coins aren't in their. Um, thank you for subscribing. I would imagine all of them don't want to do that. The developers don't want to do that because they don't want to spend all of their money on trying to improve the price of the coin, right? Even though the price of the coin consistently go up as they do burn off coins. So I think the best way for them to do it is a system level burn over a period of time. So they're not wasting money every week. They would probably waste their money every quarter, but they're trying to see what people do. If we decide to burn something and we decide to waste our money so we can give them more value that they're holding. So um, it's it would suck for them to do something like that if they started with lower coins. Like for me, I would start with lower coins. Whenever I create a cryptocurrency, which I want to, I just don't really know how, and I don't really have a ton of time in order to focus on it. So I would like somebody to create it, but that's another story. But people starting with lower coins, it's more difficult for them to gain popularity with a higher price. Is That's a good question, though. Great question. Went to the public, then they have to start burning, and never got that. Yeah, if you put so many coins, so the thing about cryptocurrency, a lot of people make a stink over. Thank you, Bobby, for subscribing, by the way. A lot of people make a stink about people holding more than 10%, right? So they don't want developers, they don't want people to hold more than 10% or 5% or 20% or anything like that, because it creates the idea of a rug pull, right? You're holding 20% while the rest of the market decides to buy up a bunch. It creates the idea of a rug pull. And if they introduce it to the public, it creates legitimacy rather than looking at it as something that's going to be a rug pull, like a squid coin or whatever. So they need to basically play it out the right way in order to actually make it work. um, so in my mind, it's something where you shouldn't hold. Um, I mean, it would have been great if they would have held 50%, right? And handing it over to somebody and showing that that person did not want to hold 50% and decided to burn off 40% of that is a great move, because if they would have held that, Shiba Inu would have never gained popularity because of the thought that it could have been a rug pull, right? So that's basically what it's all about. Home tests are pretty accurate. What are we talking about here? Stocks to keep a watch on. OCGN, Prague, BBIG, SNDL. All good positions. All ones that have short interest to it, though. Pretty decent short interest. Rapid one of my. I don't know what we're talking about here. What about Zombie? Let's look at it. Again, there's so many different um, you know, knockoffs and things like that. I don't think that can gain a ton of popularity out of it, but everything finds a way to hit um, the $1 billion mark, right? Zombie Inu currently at 87.5 million. It has a couple of places where you can buy it. Has a ton of supply. I don't know what the idea behind it is, but it's just too much to really keep up with. Yes, I like things that have low circulating supplies, but I guarantee that I will only invest in a few of these positions that are way less than a penny, right? Ones that I can get millions off of, like $100 investment. I will only invest in a few of those. Like recently, I just made a video about Picoin, and how much I actually gained off of it. I don't know what it's at now. It probably came back. It actually increased. Okay. Actually seeing, let's go back actually. Um, so yeah, it actually did make a move, and my Pi coin now worth 1,500. Uh, oh, I guess that didn't, the account increased, but Doggy Coin ended up making a move. Safe Moon ended up moving up, which I know Safe Moon version 1 is supposed to be 100% tax, but I still don't understand what the hell that even means. Um, but yeah, when we look at Picoin, that grew up to a level of basically I increased by $500 from my initial investment. So I'm happy with that. Inu this and Inu that. Yeah, it's so much. It's so much to take on. Like I can't. There's too many of these that I'm not looking to get into. And I understand that, you have to remain like for YouTube's sake, if people are getting onto something, you want to talk about something to see if it's a good position and what you do about it. And yes, I will find a way to talk about all of these, give you a sense of what I believe in and where this can go. But the problem is that it's meme after meme after meme, and I don't want to call them a meme coin, but it seems like as you have something that gains popularity, memes are created off of that, which essentially puts that one in that meme category. So Shiba Inu, I think, has a ton of popularity, just based on high, right, to Dogecoin, and the fact that pillar of Dogecoin, the fact that you can get to, you can have a lot of people make money, so it has more behind it. But then you start to have all of those different levels to where it's like Doge this, Doge that, Shiba Inu this, Shiba Inu that. There's just so many different Inu, so many different knockoffs, and it kind of bothers the hell out of me. But you know, into D's Inu. No, Matt, have you heard of Squid Inu? No, I haven't. I'm sure that's a rug pull in a way. Good morning. I'm sorry I missed it, but can we recap time? Um, what is Pi? So that's it formerly P chain. Yeah, P chain. I decided to get into this actually more of a mistake because I did put a few dollars in there, thinking that this was the one that you mine from your phone before I actually knew what that one was and that you can't buy it. um, but I think this was a great thing to stumble upon. And as I read into it, as I started to look into the possibility and where it can go, it showed me strength within the volume. It showed me a possibility and where this can actually make a move. And I decided to put money into it. And then I decided to put more money into it. So I currently hold 123,000 coins of Pi. And this has a firm possibility or a strong possibility of getting to $1 billion market cap. And a $1 billion market cap would give me $123,000 of an investment of a balance. Now, would I take the whole $123,000 after I do get to that point? No. I would take a portion of it, most likely 40 to 50%, and then let the rest ride, right? Because you never know what that could be, what that 60,000 coins could be. It could be a lot more. And it can get up to a level to where it gets to $2 or $3 or $5 or $10. You never know. But sooner or later, we will find a level to where I can take my full investment and go on about my day, right? Now, again, this could be something a lot bigger, right? A lot bigger than what we expect here. But when we get close to that level, obviously you'll start to see me make some moves. Rule of thumb, if it has a snazzy name, Wakanda Inu, it's most likely a pump and dump. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I just put 10 bajillion dead cat Inu. Get in now. Yeah, you just bought 10 bajillion. It's just too much, right? Have you been watching Chainlink? Like the fence? That was a horrible joke, and I realized after I started saying it. So here we go. Chainlink. uh, I think I did see it. I haven't been watching it. So currently we're up about 3 or 5%, right? We are seeing 467 million coins that's out there, a total of 1 billion coins. You do see a $12.2 billion market cap. Am I watching it? Not necessarily. It actually, sorry, it's now up to $26.33. So it's up to a $12.2 billion market cap, or almost $12.3 billion market cap. So you did see a decent size increase of 10%. Volume increased by 33%. That's pretty decent. I know that there were some people that were heavily behind something like this. And again, this is one of those positions where you see that massive push up to about 40 or 50, decrease all the way down to a level of 15, which would have been a great time to get in, and actually see that go up to a level above 30, doubling in price. And you could see the same thing here. Go from 17 all the way up to a level of 34 and gain all of that money. Now that's a level where we do see that it might resist hard again. And either way, I mean, it's great to be able to take profit at double the value that you have. Currently, it's at 26, so getting up to 34 would not be a price to where it doubles, but you would have a decent sized return out of it. Cosmos has been going crazy. Well, it did go crazy, but now it's actually coming back a little bit below 40. And I expected it. That's why I pulled out at 44. I didn't pull all of it out, but I pulled some of it out at 44, which I didn't really have a ton in there anyways. I should have probably had a little bit more, but I didn't have a ton in there anyway. So I decided that I would pull out half of it and put it into other places there. Um, I can see that Tezos, is finding a way to make a positive move today in light of all the negativity, and Algorand's pulling back a little. So all of these positions, again, crypto positions are tough. So I have my more longer term positions, my interest earned positions that I talked about how it's great to have these and have these build some sort of wealth for you. And in the last, I guess, 3 months, it's gained me $100, right? $100 is better than nothing. Um, and it's also gained me a little bit more in the actual value of the portfolio. And I think that Algorand could have been, so much more and still can be so much more. It's just once it gets to a certain point to where I do see that it's going to resist from, I'm going to pull out of half my coin, that into another place. And while I'm holding it, it's just great to have something that will gain 4%. And if it gets down to a lower point again of about $1 or $1.30 or something like that, I will buy back in. But I want to see this go up to about 250, or let's see, let's go over the information of where this actually got to at a high level. So a high level, this gets to 282. So I would love for this to get to about 250 or so. If it gets to 250, then that's where I will make them. I expect a lot more than that though. So I'm expecting somewhere around $3 plus. If it gets to $3 plus, that's where I'll take a little bit of profit out of it. Now I think even go higher because of the popularity. 16 in popularity. I can definitely see this go a little bit higher there. So we'll wait it out. It's definitely something that I have a decent amount of coins with and could gain popularity literally over time. We could see a huge amount of popularity there, but I'm looking to gain a lot more out of it. By $1 of SHIB. I'm the buy $1 of guy. Uh, I mean it's a little tough. You buy $1 of SHIB, that's $1 million that's going into it. Yes, it does increase the price, but that is nothing compared to the amount of volume that we would see on a normal day. So let's say we all buy $1 worth of SHIB, that's $1.1 million. Sounds like a lot, but if we go into SHIB to look at the volume by day, how much would that be in comparison to what's actually happening in the day? Well, $1.1 million would not even scratch the surface of the volume in a day. That would literally be basically saying out of this 228 million, we would be 1 million of that 200 or 628 million. Did I say 228? 628 million. Great content, Matt. Double the amount of buyers every 3 months. Then hopefully it will start to trend up. I don't know. I think you're right. You do need to increase the amount of SHIB holders because we have so much um, volume there, or so not volume, so much supply there. When you have that much supply, you need a ton of holders, but also you can have less holders because you can buy a ton of SHIB with just a small amount of money, right? People that essentially will hold, let's say if we do it by average, the same people that are holding AMC at 100, they're holding 120 shares and they bought at $8, right? They have about, $800 in order to buy, or $1,000 in order to buy, right? So if they have $1,000 in order to buy, all right, well, how about you put $1,000 into Shiba Inu? Well, what is that going to equal to? Well, $1,000 will get you millions of coins. So, uh, let's just say I don't know what the average holder actually is. I want to know how much we're actually holding. So let's say we have 1.1 million, and we do have to get out of here in 2 minutes. 1.1 million, right here. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully that's a subscriber and I'm not missing a chat or anything like that, but I can't see it right now. So take that, and we're basically going to multiply that by, let's say 1,000, right? So now we have million, so 1.1 billion, $1.1 billion that we actually have invested into it, and $1.1 billion divided by the price, what it is now, 0.0000333, right? We're looking at, let's see, million, billion, trillion. We're looking at us holding about 33 or 34 million, or sorry, 34 trillion tokens out of the whole bag, right? The whole bag is what, 449 billion, million. That's it. I think I gross. So yeah, we're holding 33 trillion, and basically if we're doing basically a percentage to say how much we're holding compared to the total amount, we're only holding about 6%. The amount of holders, we're holding about 6%. If that's the average, let's say if the average is $1,000 that people have to invest in there, we're holding about 6% of the overall float there, basically, which is nothing. And that's why we're only seeing a 17 million or $1 billion market cap rather than seeing $100 billion market cap, right? Or rather than seeing $200 billion market cap. So you can see that so many people are holding so much more of like something, Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything. We're holding 6% of the overall float for Shiba Inu. I would say less than 10%. No FA advice. Wait, who's uh the best stock to invest in to big gains in a couple of days? That's tough to say. That's all. Um, I'm I would basically go into that, but I think we would have to do some research on it to see what these swing trades are. I haven't done any research right now, so right now it would be throwing something out on the fly. So I typically would if I was day trading at the day or right now, or swing trading in the stock market, but I'm not because I currently hold a ton that's there, and I'm just let that sit and make whatever moves it can make. Oh, it's great to see Fami's up 15% in the pre-market. That's great, amazing. Um, but yeah, you heard of bondage Inu? Is Gala a rug pull? I don't think Gala's a rug pull. It seems legit. I think the you think OAS before Jib hits 1%? Yes. Yes. Uh, what if every holder burns 10K monthly for 5 years? 10K, 10K monthly for 5 years. Every holder. If we have 1.1 million and we multiply that by uh, say 10,000, we would be looking at the billion. Wait, hopefully I'm doing this right. So 1.1 million that burns 10K per month. Maybe doing this math wrong. 1.1 million multiplied by 10K. Give me how many shares would actually be burned in 1 month, which shows that if they burn 10,000 coins in 1 month, it would be million, billion, trillions, 11 trillion in 1 month. Multiplied by 12. That seems I might be doing this math wrong. I would have to go back. For some reason, I feel like I'm doing this math wrong, so I would misspeak. But if I am doing it right, 1.1 multiplied by 10,000 coins would be 11 trillion multiplied by 10 months, or sorry, 12 months. Multiplied by 12 months would be 132 trillion. So if every single Shiba Inu holder burns, 10,000 per month, then we should be able to burn off 132 trillion in 1 year. And I want to say that that's right because I sort of went back and kind of double checked it, but I need to definitely double check it again because it seems very high for only burning off 10,000 per month, right? Yeah, it seems kind of high, right? All right by saying that? 10K is not enough. Imagine one day you look at your bank account and you see $11 trillion. That would be ridiculous. That would be an internet poll. What happens first? Shiba Inu. Yeah, I guess that could be an internet poll. We'll see what happens. I could put something out there on YouTube. But guys, I think that's it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We had a good stream today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Make sure you guys check out the burn video that I have out there. Let me actually go to it. So these are analytics for the burn video. So I did change the title. This video will billions, something like that, which I think it can. So that's the idea there. But yeah, definitely check out this burn video if you can and see what you get up to. Also, check out some of my links down below. Check out my my Patreon if you want to sign up for the Patreon. Also, check out the Profit Apparel store. Feel free to shop around. I am going to get a shirt up there that says "Not Financial Advice," and I think it's going to be great to have. 132 billion per year. Okay. So I had it off by a little bit. I must have done the calculation by another zero. Yeah, I don't. Oh, why is it? Oh, you know what? My original calculation, I had too many zeros. It's 1.1 million, and I have 1. Oh yeah, I'm multiplying it by not this. Yes, 132. Yes, 132 billion per year. I had the calculation. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the down below, as well as checking out all of the different content across YouTube. Be creating a lot more shorts videos, more educational shorts over on this channel, and then I have my MP short channel to where I'll have a bunch of stuff to where I go through different stocks. But yeah, everybody, like Fire King said, good luck on your trades today. Hopefully you make money, and hopefully Shiba Inu skyrockets today, and we can talk about something great later today. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.